Welcome to this lecture series in Chemical Reaction Engineering 1. Uh, Today we'll start with the new topic, that is design for single reactions. Here we'll be covering size comparison of the single reactors in batch reactor, mixed versus plug flow reactors, general graphical comparison, plug flow reactors in series and or in parallel. Then series parallel combinations, equal size mixed flow reactors in series, then mixed flow reactors of different sizes in series. Then we'll see determining the best system for a given conversion, reactors of different type in series. So mixed flow in series, plug flow in series, in parallel, and mixed flow plug flow combinations. Then we will also study recycle reactors, then autocatalytic reactions carried out in recycle reactor, plug flow versus mixed flow versus no recycle and optimum recycle operations. So we'll study all these topics one by one. So first we'll have some introductory discussion and then we'll come to the topics which are to be studied further. So we know there are many ways of processing of a fluid in a single batch or flow reactor. When we say flow reactor, it is mixed flow reactor or plug flow reactor. In a chain of reactors, possibly with interstage feed injection or heating, in a reactor with recycle of the product stream, part of the product stream is recycled using various feed ratios and conditions and so on. So we can process a fluid, we can carry out a reaction in number of ways. Either we can use single reactors or chain of reactors. Which scheme should we use? Whether we should go for single reactors or mixed flow reactors in series or mixed flow plug flow combinations, and best scheme out of those proposed schemes. So here, unfortunately, you can say the number of factors, numerous factors we have to consider in answering this question. So there is no straightforward answer to this question or straightforward solution to determine the best possible scheme for a given reaction. So we have to consider reaction type, scale of production, cost of equipments, safety operations, stability of the system, flexibility of the operation, equipment life expectancy, length of the time that the product is expected to be manufactured, for how many depending on demand and supply, ease of convertibility of the equipment to be modified to the modified operating conditions or to a new or different process. Maybe can you convert or use the same equipment by a little bit of modifications and operating conditions to a new process or a different process. With the wide choice of systems available and with many factors to be considered, no neat formula can be expected to give the optimum setup. So we have general guidelines. We can look at those guidelines depending on the experience, but there is no clear cut formula which will suggest you how to get the best out of the given systems available with you. Now this requires, of course, experience, then engineering judgment. Your judgment should be good. Your judgment will be good when you will have a deep understanding of the performance equations and the kinetics of particular reaction. Sound knowledge of characteristic of various reactor systems. It is all needed in selecting a reasonably good design. Needless to say that the choice in the best analysis will be dictated by the economics of the overall process also. That is also to be considered. In this chapter, we'll deal with the single reactions. These are the reactions whose progress can be described and followed adequately by using one and only one rate expression. Single reaction means defined by only one rate law or rate expression, coupled with necessary stoichiometric and equilibrium expressions. So if the reversible reaction is there, you have to consider equilibrium, stoichiometry, of course, as we have seen earlier also, It is most important factor to be considered. For such reactions, product distribution is fixed, and hence important factor in comparing design is the reactor size. So in minimum size, how we should get the job done? We consider in turn size comparison of various single and multiple ideal reactor systems. So size comparison, whether it is single reactor or if you consider multiple ideal reactors, then total volume as compared to the single reactor. Then we introduce the recycle reactor and develop its performance equations. And finally, we treat unique type of reaction, that is autocatalytic reaction, which we have studied in chapter 3, kinetics already studied, and show how to apply our findings to it. Now first, size comparison of single reactors. Batch reactor. Batch reactor has the advantage of small instrumentation cost, flexibility of operation. So you can shut down it easily and again make it ready for another batch. While in continuous reactors, shutdown procedure is not that easy. It has the advantage of high labor, disadvantage. This is the disadvantage. High labor costs and handling costs. So you have to always continuously charge the reactor, take out the product, then clean the reactors and so on. Often considerable shutdown time to empty, to clean out and to refill the reactor. And as compared to the continuous reactors, it has poor quality control. But still, with the modern control systems in batch reactor also, a very good control can be achieved. Hence, we may generalize to state that the batch reactor is well suited to produce small amounts of material when we want to produce the material in small amount. So it cannot be generalized, because see, if you want to produce the large material and reaction is very slow, it takes days, biochemical reaction, many hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, 7 days. Then in that case, you don't have any option but to go for batch reactor. And to produce many different products from one piece of equipment. So this batch reactor, continuous reactor, once the startup procedure is over and the steady state is reached, you can run it for months, years. Here you can use the same batch reactor for different products. So one reactor can be used for different products. On the other hand, the chemical treatment of materials is in large amounts. The continuous process is nearly always found to be more economical. So we'll prefer continuous process, but there are limitations. As I said you, very small production if you want, or the reaction is very slow, then batch reactor is the best option. Regarding reactor sizes, now here we see these are performance equation, T batch reactor Ca0 integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra. In terms of Ca, it is minus Ca0 to Ca dCa by minus Ra, and this is valid for epsilon equal to 0. Similarly, V by Fa0 is tau by Ca0. This is for plug flow. 0 to xaf dxa by minus Ra minus 1 upon Ca0 Ca0 to Ca final dCa by minus Ra. So this I can write in equivalent form of this as tau Ca0 dxa by minus Ra 0 to xaf. Here it is xa. Xa is same as xa final minus Ca0 to Cf. If you compare this and this set of equation, you find that the model is same for batch reactor and plug flow reactor. The only change is there we denote it T as batch time, here tau is the space time or residence time. And in batch reactor, it's unsteady state operation, concentration is function of time, where here it is steady state operation. For a given duty and for epsilon equal to 0, it shows that an element of fluid reacts the same length of time in batch reactor or in plug flow reactor. So time is same for same duty. Thus the same volume of these reactors needed to do a given job. Volume requirement will also be same. Of course, on a long-term production basis, we must correct the size requirement estimate to account for shutdown time between the batches for batch reactor. Still, it is easy to relate the performance capabilities of the batch reactor with the plug flow reactor because the models are similar. Then mixed flow versus plug flow performance. This we'll see for first and second order reactions. For a given duty, ratio of the sizes of mixed flow reactor and plug flow reactor will depend on the extent of reaction, the stoichiometry and the rate equation. For a general case, the comparison of the following equations will give you the size ratio. So mixed flow reactor model, we know tau is equal to Ca0 by minus Ra, and these are various forms and definitions. This we have done number of times. Plug flow reactor, tau is equal to Ca0 0 to xaf dxa by minus Ra, and also in other forms. So you can use the suitable form. This is for any epsilon, means minus Ra term, epsilon A term will appear there. And this mixed flow and plug flow reactor model. So this comparison we'll see for large class of reactions approximated by simple nth order rate law. Nth order rate law is minus Ra is minus 1 upon V dNA by dt or minus dCA by dt K Ca raised to n. So for nth order rate law. So we write tau m and tau p. So this subscript m is for mixed flow reactor, p is for plug flow reactor. So tau is Ca0 V by Fa0. This is for mixed flow, and if you want to compare, then Ca0 and Fa0 will be same to be maintained. Whereas this ratio is defined for mixed flow, means volume of mixed flow will get here, volume of plug flow will get here. This is Ca0 Xa by minus Ra. Okay. Now minus Ra is K Ca0 raised to n into 1 minus Xa raised to n. So 1 minus Xa raised to n is here. 1 Ca0 in the numerator, and here you have Ca0 raised to n. So Ca0 in the numerator on this side will cancel out, and we can write it as Ca0 raised to n minus 1. Okay. For any epsilon variable volume, it is Ca0 into 1 minus Xa raised to n divided by 1 plus Xa raised to n, 1 plus epsilon A Xa raised to n. So this 1 plus epsilon A Xa goes in the numerator. This also we have done number of times. So Ca0 in the numerator, 1 cancels out. So Ca0 raised to n becomes Ca0 raised to n minus 1. For plug flow, tau p, Ca0 integral 0 to Xa dxa by minus Ra. So this K Ca0 raised to n minus 1 is constant term. This you can take outside integral sign in the denominator, and integral 0 to Xa 1 plus epsilon A Xa raised to n 1 minus Xa raised to n. If you take the ratio of these two terms, okay, tau m by tau p, and this we transfer on this side. So Ca0 raised to n minus 1 in this side. So it will go in the numerator. So tau into Ca0 raised to n minus 1 for mixed flow divided by tau into Ca0 raised to n minus 1 for plug flow, same as ratio of this term to this term, and it is same as the ratio of this term to this term. Okay. So this ratio, if you see, K and K will cancel out. Okay. Then 1 plus epsilon A Xa raised to n we have here, 1 plus epsilon A Xa, but it is in under integral sign. So look into numerator first. We have Xa here and 1 plus epsilon A Xa by 1 minus Xa raised to n. In the denominator, these two terms are gone. We have adjusted in on other sides. And in the denominator, I will have this complete term, that is integral 0 to Xa. So m I am using for mixed flow. So this all corresponds to mixed flow conditions, and this integral sign this function for plug flow conditions. Okay. Now if you substitute epsilon is equal to 0, to make it simple, for any epsilon you have to take this ratio. So here you will solve this integral, here this expression, and you will get some ratio of tau m to tau p, or this term n may vary because we are considering this general expression. When epsilon is equal to 0, what happens? This becomes 0. So we get in the numerator xa by 1 minus xa. You can see xa by 1 minus xa raised to n. This term 1 minus xa raised to n. This 0, 1 raised to n is 1. So xa by 1 minus xa raised to n. Here same term as it is. xa, what we have here? This epsilon a we are considering 0. So this into xa is 0. So 1 by 1 minus xa raised to n we get. So under integral sign 1 by 1 minus xa raised to n dxa. So mixed flow to plug flow ratio for epsilon a equal to 0. For any epsilon you can use the previous equation. Now same thing is written here, and this will remain as it is. If you solve this integral, okay, this can be taken to the numerator 1 minus xa raised to minus n. Integration is minus n plus 1 divided by minus n plus 1 into 1 upon derivative of this is minus sign. We have solved this kind of things earlier. So our result after substituting the limits of 0 to xa, we get 1 minus xa raised to 1 minus n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. So this we have done in chapter number 3. You can go back and check. So this is the final form where this integration is solved for general nth order, and this is valid for all n when n is not equal to 1. So when n is equal to 1, it is simple first order, and numerator remains as it is, and denominator 1 upon 1 minus xa is minus ln of 1 minus xa. General first order integration for plug flow reactor. So this is for n minus 1 and this is for n not equal to 1. So what is the use of these ratios? From these ratios you can create the plots, and k tau, the term you will use which is dimensionless for as a representation of first order, and kca0 tau again dimensionless for second order cases, and for general nth order this n can vary. These equations are displayed in the graphical form to provide quick comparison of the performance of plug flow with mixed flow reactor. So comparative performance. For the ordinate, that is y coordinate, becomes volume ratio Vm by Vp or space time ratio tau m by tau p. If the same quantities of identical feed are used, identical feed composition Ca0 and Fa0, molar feed rate or molar flow rate. V is volumetric flow rate. This you can find out from Ca0 and Fa0. So the ordinate of this plot, that is y coordinate of this plot, gives directly the volume ratio required for any specified conversion. Now these three general points are important, which we will discuss. For any particular duty and for all positive reaction orders, means n greater than 0, the mixed reactor is always larger than the plug flow reactor. So these are the observations from the plot. The ratio of the volume increases with the order of the reaction. The ratio of the volume tau m by tau p or Vm by Vp increases with the reaction order. When the conversion is small, the reactor performance is slightly affected by the flow type. whether you go for, that means ratio is slightly affected. The performance ratio increases very rapidly at high conversion, and consequently a proper representation of the flow becomes very important in the range of high conversion. The density variation during the reaction affects the design. However, it is of secondary importance as compared to the difference in flow type. So these points we will see with respect to this plot. So this plot is for minus Ra is equal to Kc A raised to n, comparison of performance of single mixed flow with plug flow reactors. So this mixed flow by plug flow, okay, tau into Ca0 raised to n minus 1, left hand side of our equations we have seen, and this can be represented as in terms of V by Fa0, or tau is equal to Vca0 into Fa0. Okay, so Ca0 raised to n minus 1 multiplied by Ca0, 1 cancels out. So Ca0 raised to n into V by Fa0, this form also you can write. Now here you can see 1 minus Xa is plotted on x-axis. This is log plot. Okay, so the scale is 0, 1 in the multiples of 10, 0.1, 1, so 1, 10, 100, like that. 1 minus Xa. Xa is the conversion, 1 minus Xa is unconverted. So 1 minus Xa is high here, and 1 minus Xa is low. So 1 minus Xa is having higher value, means Xa is having lower value. So 1 minus Xa increasing in this direction, Xa will be in this direction. So for n greater than 1, here you can see n is equal to 1 is represented by this. For n greater than 1, these values, or all positive orders, means this can be considered for n greater than 0 also. All positive orders. So this is 0, 1, 2, third order 3. Mixed flow reactor should be greater than plug flow reactor. So this ratio will be higher. So you can see this ratio is in the higher range for n greater than 0 positive orders. For n less than 0, as this reduces, this ratio go on reducing further. So this is for second order case, this is for first order case, n is equal to 1. So here also positive orders, this is high. For negative orders, and as it goes on reducing, it is lower and lower. Then n is equal to 0.5, n is equal to 0.25. So as the order changes, this is n greater than 1, n, that is correct, we have to maintain that. N is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. Then here we have third order, second order, then first order, half order, 0.25 order. So Vm by Vp increases with increasing n. So when n is less, this slope is less. This ratio is nothing but the slope, this. Okay. As you increase the order, this is going on increasing. So Vm by Vp is going on increasing as the order changes. For small xa, okay, 1 minus Xa is higher value, this means this is the region of small xa. Here you can see the variation is less, very less as compared to this region. Here you can see the variation is very large. Here variation is small. So for small xa or large value of 1 minus xa, the performance is slightly affected by the flow type. For large xa, however, means in this region large xa means smaller values of 1 minus xa, reactor performance ratio increase very rapidly. So this you can see n is equal to 0.25, n is equal to 0.5, 1, 2 and 3. So this ratio is increasing. This is the ratio increasing. So it is 1, 2 point something you can say, to more than 10 to almost 100. So in this region this is very rapid. So third point that we have already seen, density variation affects the reactor design. However, as compared to the difference in flow type, its effect is much less. So you can ignore that to some extent. Design will not affect much. Now variation of the reactant ratio for second order reactions. Second order reactions, A plus B giving you product, minus Ra is equal to minus Rb is equal to KCACB. Elementary we are considering, first order with respect to A, first order with respect to B. M you know, which is the ratio of initial concentration of B to A, Cb0 by Ca0. This behaves as second order reactions when one component of the reactant, this ratio, so M is equal to 1, reactant ratio initial is 1. So if this is 1, that means Ca is equal to Cb, so we can write it as Ca squared. So for M is equal to 1, M not equal to 1, KCACB, M is equal to 1, KCA square. Still it is second order. And on the other hand, when the large excess of B is used, B is large, then the concentration 1 mole of A changes with 1 mole of B, reacts with 1 mole of B. So if it is in large excess, let us say this concentration is 1 and this is 50. Even if 1 is completely consumed, the reaction is over till 49 moles. So any unit you take, moles per liter, moles per meter cube, whatever, 49 moles are still remaining, and we say that this 49 what is remaining is Cb is equivalent to 50, almost no change. So from 1 to 0, A is changing from 1 to 0, whereas B is in large excess 50 times. So it is reducing from 50 to 49, which is almost no change. So reaction behavior, so KCA, Cb is approximately Cb0 and it is constant. So this Cb0 value we can associate with this rate constant K, and we write some new rate constant K prime into Ca. So for M much greater than 1, very high value of this ratio, or Cb is in large excess initially. So you can say this becomes a first order behavior. This behaves as first order reaction. We call it pseudo first order. Finally, the graphical comparison, general graphical comparison, you can see for the reactions with arbitrary but known rate of performance of mixed flow reactors and plug flow reactors. So this some arbitrary rate law you have consider, but it is known. 1 upon minus Ra, this is increasing order as the conversion. The ratio of shaded area and the hatched area. This is shaded area, this complete shaded area representing mixed flow, and this hatched area representing plug flow. This gives the ratio of space times needed. So the ratio of these areas will give you this area is nothing but tau m by Ca0, this area is nothing but tau p by Ca0. This area under the curve is representing plug flow and complete rectangle representing mixed flow. So tau m by tau p is nothing but the ratio of this rectangle to this area under the curve. The rate curve shows it represents all nth order reactions for positive orders, that is n greater than 0. For such reactions, it can be seen that mixed flow always needs a larger volume than does the plug flow for any given duty. So for this kind of rate curves, any arbitrary rate curves, and this will you will get for n greater than 0 positive orders, mixed flow reactor volume requirement will be always larger than the plug flow, because this is area of rectangle is always larger, whereas this area under the curve, and this will not be valid for all reactions. So we will come across the reactions and we'll see, and we have already seen earlier in chapter 5 that volume of mixed flow reactor is at times less than the volume of plug flow reactor, that we have seen. But in general, for n greater than 0 all positive orders, this will be the case. So we stop here, and in our next lecture we'll continue with the further topics from this chapter.